Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. Now in today's video, we're here to check out Realme's latest sort of budget mid-range kind of device, and that is actually the realme C67. Now it's 2024 and all the smartphone manufacturers are pushing out a brand new phone. So for Realme, the C67 is actually the first phone that they are releasing into the market this year. Pricing wise, the Realme C67 starts from just RM799 here in Malaysia. The only difference is the storage options. If you just add another 100 ringgit, you get a 256. I strongly suggest you get a 256 because it is just a 100 ringgit difference. They both come with 8GB of RAM, by the way, and this puts the device at sort of like a budget mid-range kind of device. Alright, so let's take a look at the device itself. Now Realme is really emphasizing on three main features, and of course we'll talk about some other cool stuff too. So the three stuff, what's the main thing here? Number one, it does come with that 360-degree NFC. That means basically the NFC coverage area is slightly wider and it will be more touch sensitive whenever you use it. Now the second key feature that Realme is emphasizing here is all about that IP54. So on a phones at this price range, you don't really get IP54 very often, but Realme is saying that this device here will be protected from splashes. Say for example, here in Malaysia it rains a lot, and if you don't bring an umbrella, if you get a couple of water splashes onto your phone, it should be safe from that. Now the third key feature here is actually in terms of the cameras at the back, guys. So we have here a 108 megapixel main sensor, but the cool stuff here is actually the 3x in sensor zoom, which I will show you a couple of samples later on. Alright, so that's just the brief intro, guys. Let's take a look at the Realme C67 in closer detail. Now obviously you can see that I have two different colorways here. I have the one in black and the one in green. They both have their respective fancy names, which you will see on the screens right now. But I think the design itself is actually quite nice. We have here a very nice smooth back panel. It's matte, by the way, that means no fingerprints whatsoever. If you tilt it to the side, you will notice that we do have sort of like a texture going on at the back, which I think looks quite nice as well. In terms of the camera, you have this slightly like golden rings that goes around it. Overall, I think it's a very good looking phone, and by the way, it also still comes with the headphone jack at the bottom paired together with dual stereo speakers. Alright, so in terms of the chipset, what we are getting here is actually the Snapdragon 685, and in terms of RAM, it's 8+8GB, and storage wise, you have up to 256GB of internal memory. You can expand it using the micro SD slot that's already inside, and you can actually push the memory up to 2TB. Now I actually did play my favorite game, Mobile Legends, on the Realme C67, and I noticed that in terms of frame rate, you can set all the way up to super, and in terms of graphics, you can go all the way up to ultra. Now gameplay was actually fairly smooth. I did not face any lags in between. I mean, the Snapdragon 685 has been a processor that I've tried before, and of course it performed just like other devices. That means games that are not so graphic intensive will be able to run smoothly on the Realme C67. Of course, if you're going to play even more graphic intensive games, the trick here is to reduce the graphic settings to actually enjoy a smoother experience. Now other than that, just in terms of the camera, like I said just now, it does come with that 3x in sensor zoom. So I went out and actually took a couple of shots. So here are the samples. This is what you can expect from the Realme C67. Obviously, with that 3x in sensor zoom, you are able to capture a different perspective of landscapes. I think it's very useful because whenever you zoom in, you actually can capture even more detail, and things that you don't see initially, you can actually see after taking the 3x zoom shot. So here are a couple of samples. Let me know what you think. Overall, I actually think they look quite alright. Based on the price itself, it's always good to see a zoom feature on these kind of devices. Now other than that, the Realme C67 also comes with the Mini Capsule 2.0, and this is actually a very fun one. Now you might have seen in my previous videos, the Mini Capsule basically shows like a small mini notch that comes up at the top whenever you have notifications, you charge your battery, you have a couple of stuff, but this time around it is sort of interactive as well. Now this is best shown when you are playing music on the phone itself, and it works with Spotify. So say for example, I play a music in Spotify, you will see some kind of cool animation showing up at the top. You can actually tap on it to actually see more details at the song name itself. You can see the duration of the song, and you can even swipe left or right to go to skip or previous track. So I think it's very cool here to see this Mini Capsule, growing up to 2.0 to give you even more interactive features. Now other than that, in terms of the display, what we have at the front is actually a 90Hz LCD display. The good thing here is that the display does get fairly bright. I think it is one of the brightest, 950 nits for a device of this price point. And in terms of the battery, you still get that 5000 mAh large battery, although it is in a very slim body. Charging wise, it gets that 33-watt Super VOOC fast charge, so again, you should be able to charge up the device fairly quickly. So there you have it, guys. This is a quick look at the Realme C67. This is what Realme is pushing into the market this year. Let me know your thoughts. Not only does it come with that 360-degree NFC, which is very useful for payments these days, you also have the IP54, you have that 108 megapixel in sensor zoom, you also have your Snapdragon 600 series processor, a lot of stuff going for this device here. Let me know your thoughts. Thank you for watching today's video all the way to the end. Don't forget to drop a like and sub to the channel. Thank you so much for your support. I look forward to seeing you guys in the next one. Do take care and stay safe. Bye bye.